video, I guess. So I've just kicked off the release for version 0.0.0.4. So not much has really happened visually in this. I've done quite a lot of work on multitasking. So like that's involved quite a lot of work in the terminal library, the shell, the basically standard input, so we can get stuff basically going all the way through. And I've also got like hotkeys, so we can kind of move around with Alt plus there, which kind of interesting. Yeah, I can't backspace onto the line before. Small bugs, that's what happens. But yeah, so that's kind of the current state. I've been working on some other videos on another branch called multitasking. That branch I'll continue working on over the coming time, and the aim is basically to get multiple term windows open and running consecutively and kind of not interfering with each other. So I think that is coming along. Another thing that got done during this release period was I wrote a tool that does kind of like static analysis testing for assembly. So it's called ASM check. It's actually done in Rust, so that tool is done in Rust, and it basically goes through all the functions reachable from ASM files. There's some limitations, namely it doesn't do include files and it also doesn't do structures, so we'll kind of hide that from it at the moment, but it goes through all the functions. And it's basically checking for a few things, whether registers are being used when they're not defined. So say we call a function and then afterwards we try and use ECX or EDX, which after a function call should be set to undefined. And also whether we clear the stack properly, so we don't pop too much stuff and we don't push too much stuff or don't pop enough stuff, so we make sure that when we return from a function that the stack level is the same as where it started. Part of that is we also check whether other registers like EBX, ESI and EDI, they are restored back to their original value, and that gives confidence in basically calling functions that nothing will kind of get corrupted in a way. It's not foolproof because theoretically we could still go out of bounds or stuff like that, but I'll potentially work on that tool a bunch more. But yeah, you can see that it kind of scans through everything, and a bit of stuff going on. ASM. Yeah, what are we going on in terms of our terminal library is getting quite big. It's getting almost to the point that I am wanting to switch it out into a terminal window, or like I haven't quite worked out the notion of it, but basically a scrollable text window, which is term here, but yeah, wanting to get it so we can have kind of a generic scrollable text window, so then it doesn't have to be a terminal, it doesn't have to be a shell running in it, and some of the stuff that's currently in term will get pulled out into like a window manager, which might deal with decorations and stuff like that. So we've and the whole hotkey notion will kind of fall through. But yeah, in general, I'm kind of keeping it below 1,000 lines. There's a couple that are getting a bit big. And when things start getting a bit big, I think, hey, maybe time to refactor a little. Um, so that's all good. Not sure why I didn't pick up any of the. We kind of just ignore the includes, but yeah, so the includes aren't super big. So that's basically it for now. A short video just to kind of introduce the release. At some point it should. I think I might need to do a fetch again. The pipelines for a release. It does the tag on the GitLab side, so now we can see the release is there. So if we go here, we can see, failed a pipeline. What has it failed on? Publish. That doesn't seem legit. Basically, I'm doing a API call. Alright, so that isn't quite working, and the outcome of that is that if we go to, sorry, I might just get that. Yeah, so if we look at where you can get it, releases, we'll see that it's still on 0.0.3, so it hasn't actually done the release. But we will get that fixed. Yeah, theoretically it shouldn't do the tag. I suppose the tag part worked, but yeah, this is returning HTML, which it shouldn't. But yeah, we can kind of figure that out. So yeah, feel free to kind of once it's done, you'll be able to find it in a few places. That link there should be able to get it. That one there will also get it. And yeah, there's also like a release notes for 0.0.4. Basically, stuff that was worked on, and now changelog should be bleeding edge. So when I do more stuff, I'll add it in between there. But yeah, that's basically all for today. So yeah, have a play around with that and let me know what you think, and follow along for future development videos, I guess. That's all for now, so have a good day.